Alright, I wanted to show you something on this video. Welcome back. So I'm going to give you a discount code if you like these cases. These are from modeltoycars.com. And something I had discovered myself, okay? So I'm going to tell you. There's a bunch of different varieties. I think these are the two best cases you want. Inside, right behind this, is a LED strip. I'm sorry, I just moved to the office. I switched everything up. But anyway, I'm still putting things together here. LED bar up here, okay? So you can see that you have the whole front. The other model I'm going to show you in a second is different. These ones are really cool if you want bright light. So they shine it up very nicely, okay? Here are the other case types. The last one comes with 3 shelves. They tell you how many shelves they come with. So you have a clear acrylic couple of cross sections. So basically if you want to put die-cast cars or something smaller, obviously I take the shelves out because I want the total. They're about 17 inches tall, 11 inches wide. There's no light on the front behind these 2 front bars on the LED. They only come from up here, and these can be plugged in and unplugged. Also, you can see I always have it turned on, a little more light, but you can see how you get a little more light on that section, which is cool. Couple of different looks if you don't want it too bright. Those LEDs are built into the bar, so there's no way to really remove them. So just kind of look online if you want more light, or if it's a little bit of a darker setting and you don't want the light blasting, then you might want to go with this type of case. Model Toy, here we go. 5% off. If you guys use it, go ahead. I've purchased at least, I don't know how many cases, but I bought enough. Use that, pause it, get the code. Let's get back to the main point here. This is Isura. Anyway, there's another robot with a similar name. This is ASYURA. The other one is ASHURA, something like that. So my buddy explained to me this is from either a Super Robot game, which I'm pretty sure, or some sort of video fighting robot game, which I'm pretty sure it's Super Robot Wars. I wanted to get right into it. I'm going to do a little bit of something different. I did a little clickbait in the video because I know you'd be watching, buddy. So I was hoping you'd tune in. So, I don't know. This guy is pretty cool so far. I'm looking at all the connections here in the hair. The mane, they seem pretty cool. Look at that. It has like a light lilac. Now, if you don't, I was going to say light lilac hue to it. Now, if you don't want to use the hair, this is what I was kind of getting at. This review is going to be a little different. I'm going to use the stand. I'm going to really hook it up with this guy. Shout out to London Show Z. Robots Are Art. Askokin. Check out Collectibles Hub. He's been slipping a little bit lately with those videos. Hopefully he gets back into Super Robots, but I know he does a bunch of different stuff. So anyway, the paint on this, I like. I can see how some people, a buddy of mine does not like it, but I can see maybe how somebody wouldn't like it. Kind of reminds me of like a Dr. Pepper color. I didn't put on any of the horns yet. Okay. This is Mosho Toys. Metal frame. It's the Noble class. I'm not sure what the different classes are, to be honest with you. I have over here Takeda and Date, which I'll bust out in a second to kind of do a comparison. But this is a Mosho Toys product. I'm going to put it all together. I've seen some videos where these come out so we can do some effects. Boom. It doesn't click in. It's a friction fit. It sounded like it clicked right in. So there's some cool detail to this guy. Everything almost looks like a mouth. Now, here's some holes where you can put the spikes in. I've seen some videos on that. The head goes down. But I'm telling you, I'm sick of these no-neck robots. I mean, it looks okay. This... Seeing if you angle it right. I mean, it does look a little tall. Oh, okay. We can adjust it a little. That looks perfect. All the way down, especially when you have all these cowl pieces. Not cowl, I'm sorry. The shoulder pieces and whatnot. It's just... You don't want them to look like a hunch no-neck, is the point. Take a little gander here. So he does sit. Yeah, he is. That's crazy. I was going to say he has the same kind of setup as Hellboy. Just his upper torso, body, waist is just sitting on the flat metal frame. He does have great articulation. That would be cool. I don't think it came with it, but that'd be cool. A nice fire blast effect out here. So another robot. Not another, but yeah, another robot with a chest. Looks like something. Demon in this case, I would say. Some sort of demon there. Getting back to the hairpiece or the mane. It kind of sucks the fact that he's... You can't see it too much. You might be able to. But can you guys tell? Like he seems a little hunched forward. Neck-wise. See, he has like this little hunch on his back. And if you don't want to put the mane on, it kind of looks a little... He looks a little hunchy without the mane. This thing came protected to the teeth. Also, I'm going to pop this card. Let me get down with what it came with. Book. Ooh. Okay. It's saying both sides can be lifted downward, can rotate. Oh, wow. I just looked in that book for 2 seconds. And I just found out. Let me see if I can do it here. So, that pulls out and can come down. Alright. Now this. Let me get these out of the way. Okay. I don't know. I thought it said the face could rotate horizontally or something. Okay, those are built in. Now, comes with the warranty. Check this out. This came with it. We're going to pop it open. This is one of those pull tabs. You ready? Let's see what I won. So, it's a code. I didn't use it yet. I'll check out what it is and maybe register it. We'll see. So you get a code. I don't know if you win anything. I can't read that. Getting back. Looks like he has a little hunch. He does not... Ooh, the back of his helmet kind of looks like Shredder. It's like a little bit of a Shredder design here. Okay. Yeah, you know what? This didn't, I might not put the hair on. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like the hair. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to get the... It comes with the typical Mojo stand, where you get the magnetic stand base. I actually like these. I'm starting to get into the... Oh my God. Way better. Eskokin, watch your ass. He thinks Takeda's white weapon, the Takeda repaint, is going to be better than this thing. This thing has a real chain, buddy. Real metal. First of all, okay, I'm just getting started. This is just the beginning. Ooh, so you have an axe head. Crazy. Small knife. These are your effect pieces for the missiles or shooting spikes. Look at how cool that is. Bendy wire inside of this soft plastic. They really did a great job. So I'll show this. Normally I don't get into all the effects and pieces, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit. This guy's you know, he's cool. He doesn't have a ton, so it's not like it's overwhelming to deal and put back all this crap. I usually don't have weapons on my bots, but I'm telling you right now, I might do. Oh, here it is. Look. Oh, hidden blade. Here, hold on to this for me. Okay, thanks. That reminds me of the, what was it, the sword and blade, where if you grab the handle, it pops out, like the blades pop out and just fucking spike the shit out of you. So this also connects, I think, I'm not going to force it in. I don't remember exactly how it goes. Yeah, this connects in somehow. A little bit of oil from the factory. I'll check it out. This turns into like the hand guard for this. It goes something like that. I'll check it out. I'll get back to it in a second. All right, so and then we have the staff for the axe. Here's all the little spikes. So you can put these spikes in. These would go in those holes we were just seeing on the side earlier. And then you can attach these to the end of it. So it does look badass. I'm switching things up, so I think that's how I'm going to go with it. We'll see. Oh yeah, one more thing for the weapon, Eskokin. Chain whip. This first tray has some of the spikes and all of the different hands. And you definitely, you know, the thing is, let's say in the future, if I ever, you know, go to resell this, you know, I wear the gloves so there's no fingerprints or anything, jackass. That's why you want to make sure not to get your stuff dirty here. So I can technically say, hey, this has never been touched by human hands. There's no dirt spot. There's no grease. So, you know, just keeps them fresh. Over time, you can look at any bot and be like, wow, that thing looks brand new, museum quality. Because it's not something like I'm sitting here playing with. I do the review, throw it up. Don't get me wrong, I love these things. And once in a while, like, the only time I'll pose or, you know, redo something, which I've done, if a new bot comes in, or if I want to get rid of the weapons and streamline, you know, sometimes in the beginning you have these ambitious plans and it's like, oh, let me throw on this and the weapon's cool and he needs to be displayed with his weapon or wings. And it's like, ah, man, if it didn't I know it goes with it, but if it didn't, I'd have a lot more room. So space, you know, always becomes an issue for most people. But what I'm going to get here is him on the stand, and I just wanted to show you guys up underneath here. So he has a simple, so this is magnetic, which is cool. So his feet are magnet to it. Or you can use the stand if you want to get some height, which I'll readjust for that, but I was just trying to show you here underneath. So let me get into it. This little tab comes out from underneath, revealing his gape. Boom. Look at that, boys. It's just so many options. He's not my most favorite robot. The camera. See, this is the thing with this paint. I don't know how to explain it, because I'm looking at it in real life, and it has a shine, and it has like a gloss to it, but it's not glossy. It's like a dull, I don't know how to say it. It's not matte, but it's maybe a semi-gloss, because the camera picks it up like it's not shiny at all, almost. Like it looks until you turn it at a certain angle. Look at that angle right now. That light just hit it perfectly. Come back this way. Look at that. I thought his design was pretty cool, and the missiles were cool too. The Spinatron 1.0. What I did was just, there's a little divot right here. So I matched that up with that, and I just kind of went, and it clicks right in. That's why this is better than Takeda's weapon. I'm not done yet. This still got a chain. Ooh, and pipes? That means there's more energy. Yeah, those pipes mean there's energy and force going through this weapon. Not sure if Takeda has pipes. This thing's a fucking badass. Just admit it. That's all I'm going to say. So, I will get the weapon together. I'm going to put the hair on, the horns. And everything I can. So take a look at him. I'm decking him out. Fuck it. Quick tidbit. Sword handle comes out, so you can slide it through the hands. I love how tight and secure everything feels. I mean, that's in there. The wrist joints are nice and tight. I have to tell you something. This thing, I don't know what it is. Maybe because they have to pay for licensing, so I'm sure that's where some of the money goes to. But maybe on a not so popular character like this, I just have to tell you something. If CCS did the Shin Getter's wrists like this, that figure would be an 11 out of 10. These wrists right here are probably some of the best wrist joints. I mean, this is on a robot to date. Like, I know it's something minuscule to pick out, but these things are tight. I mean, the articulation is amazing for just a ball joint, guys. I don't know. It was just the one key thing about this, I'll tell you. Another thing I think we all want to be careful of. This type of paint I've seen before. I don't know if it's the same. This is a little newer. but I can kind of see where it wants to happen here. And I don't think the camera will pick it up. But right here, this little square below the tooth, see that square? Yeah, right here, you can see, let me point at it. You can see right here in this area, the little micro fractures. So I think it has to do something with this type of paint. Because in the, what is it, the Riobot Baikenfu, I'm pretty sure that's the one that has cracking in the paint as well. And you see it a little bit here and there in some robots. Pretty simple. I won't do it all, but I'll just show you. You can put the claws in. Or you can just install them on the robot itself. I think I'm going to go with these. So I'll be back. Guys, this is what I'm talking about, okay? You know how sometimes people buy a robot just for quality? Fuck, man. Mosho Toys is killing it. I put that sword in his hand, and he didn't even flinch. Seriously. Like, there's no sagging. There's no... I mean... Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Good job, Mosho. This thing is... I ain't even finished yet. I just put the sword in his hand, and it was just like... a solid statue, man. So, now that I'm doing a little something different here. I'm able to put some weapons displayed, but... as nice as the sword is, it doesn't have LEDs or anything. I don't think I'm going to do it with the sword. I think I'm going to do some open hands and go with the missile claw effect. I don't know if that's the name of it, but hey, we're going to go with it. Missile claw. Also, let me tell you something. I'm really taking a good look at this guy just because he's so simple. I mean, he does come with enough effect parts, don't get me wrong. I mean, not including a bunch of these little things. But, what was I going to say? The wrist part. Best wrists so far in the game. I'm going to go there. Best wrist so far. This is the thing I don't like about the protagonists. The Takeda and Date. I never liked the wrist. Those little clips on the wrist, you have to admit, are kind of weak. And they seem like they could break. I'm sure they won't. It'll be fine. It's a Mosho. Never liked those wrists. They do pop off very easily. And because they're like this is the connection for the wrist. It's like a C hook. And then the ball goes in and it kind of clamps like that. So if it gets loose, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's just you're opening this. You could use heat to try to push it back together. But the wrists always scared me in those ones. Again, I don't, switch them out, maybe once every 2 years I might do something, if I'm switching up the display, but I had to when I moved everything to the office, so I had to switch everything up anyway, but whatever. That's a different story. Kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't look like it makes too much sense, but you can put these end to end and do like a super long claw coming out. He's coming along nicely. So, as I'm putting him together here, I just wanted to show you, in case there was some confusion. I think they can plug into anywhere. So there's wrists and shoulders, and then you can actually unplug these if you want to put more effects to have them shoot out from the skirt area. The big ones come out, the small one in the front comes out. The bigger ones, I believe, go on the shoulders. So I'm putting them up here just to kind of match it up. Big one's up there. Oh. Boom. You know, I like to help out the community. I think I'm the only English-speaking reviewer for this figure. And I know it was hard for me when I kind of first started collecting or whatnot. You know, a lot of them are in different languages. So hopefully you guys, this helps out some people out there if they're getting this figure or thinking about it. And then we're just going to plug those in. These things come out pretty far. I would say these are about maybe, I don't know, a good 7 inches long each. Something like that. So we'll get these on here. We'll keep going. Now they give you 10 rod effects, I guess we'll call them. Blast effects. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They only give you 8 claws, which is fine. Because what's going to happen is these last 2, so they have you covered for the shoulders and the forearms. These pieces here I also plugged in, I forgot to tell you. So the head pieces, I plugged in the horn in the front and the 2 in the back going very easily. You kind of just put them in and very solid. For such a small piece, I'm like, watch these fall off. I'm just getting kind of sick of the non-quality bots, to be honest with you. I have a few, and it's only because they don't make a different version of them for the most part. So it's like if you want that version, you have to kind of get it. So here's that. Okay, I wanted to show you those horns on there. Having them on the stand is a lot easier. You don't have to worry so much about tipping them over. So now you can switch it up. You can just put the claws on the forearm. You can have it shooting out. I switched the hands up to the grabbing, these kind of hands. Because, you know, it's just, the sword's fine. It's just, it doesn't, I'd rather have this. If I'm going to pick one, I'd rather have this than the sword, because I know sooner or later I'll probably be putting this away because I want to streamline it. But these things can bend and kind of fit in. So I'm going to go with the forearm. Now that I'm thinking about it, they're all the same, the holes, the connections are all the same size. So if you wanted to not go with this effect and give him some better, bigger claw effects on his forearms, you could pull out these skirts. Nobody would know they were missing, and then switch it up like that. So that's kind of cool if you wanted to do a, switch it up a little. That is actually really cool. I would say the weakest part about the figure is just these little connections here. I'm just a little worried that they might snap off over time or something, but we'll see. That big claw forearm idea is pretty cool, though. Yeah, maybe I'll leave the big ones and just put this out in the front here. Here it is, boys. The final form, or final move. Boom. He just crushed S. Goken with all his weapon theories. Done. He got 1 point for not having LED, but you know what? Even when we disagree, I know he is wrong anyway, so it's okay. I just wanted to bring this guy to you. The articulation's great. I don't see any problems. It's just be careful, you know, with anything with the paint. I think on, like, let me see. Yeah. The ankle cowl or protector, whatever you want to call it. He has a hinge there and for the toe. So that all moves very nicely. Look at that separation. so you can get some good dynamic poses. I just wanted to get him in this because I'm just trying to figure out what to do, how to display him. Even though this guy's awesome, I mean, for me, he has to make sense in my display. He has to fit somewhere. So I'll put him somewhere where the stand is going to be cool. So we're going to check it out. Again, this is Mosho Toys Noble Class X. And don't like if you don't want to. Don't subscribe. Whatever you guys want. If you just watched the video and enjoyed it, good for you. I don't do, mega production videos, as you could tell. I just try to get the straight information out there that I'm able to the best of my knowledge, to see if you guys want to buy, spend, or get this figure. I mean, I do a decent amount of research before I get a figure to see if I'm obviously going to like it. This one did seem pretty cool before it got here. I had this on pre-order, but before it got here, right when I got the shipping notice, I was just kind of like, do I want it? A little bit of second thoughts, but I'll be honest with you, now that I have him in hand, it is a cool design. The design is what I like to begin with. Once I saw the design, I wanted to get into the rest of it. This bends here. So again, if you like it, hey, go out and buy it. Mosho Toys, baby. Peace.